Hello. What? Hello and welcome to another weekend of Ero European Racing Organisation. We are PlayStation F5. I'm Jack Bailey and we are in Canada today. So it looks sunny, that's disappointing. Perhaps it's raining the race. Who knows? But at the moment they're all in the pits. And they're all keen to get out first. It looks like it's going to be Swiss stack. Because they know if they get out first, I'm going to watch them through their first flying lap. I'm trying to brundle commentary. Probably not very well. But we'll give it a go. Canada, very difficult track. Track limits will be key here. There'll be thousands of penalties per driver. Who's going to get the most? My bet is... Ooh, this is a tough one. I think Nico Hilterman is too slow to get penalties, so it won't be him. Could be the Maverick. He's got pace, consistency not his strong point. We'll go with the Maverick for the most penalties. Sorry, mate. But it is key to keep it between the white lines, especially this corner coming up. Now I'm going to ride on board through the final chicane to show you how difficult this is. Quick right, left. Don't cut it on your out lap because that will invalidate your next lap. As we cross the line now, heavy braking zone into turn 1. Could be a potential overtaking place in the race, more likely on the back straight. Want to keep it a lot tighter than that though. Missed the apex by a mile. Another possibility of track limits here. The fast chicane in sector 1. I say fast, Swiss stack made it look pretty steady. But you've got to do a nice banker lap to start with. Could have kept that tighter as well. He's going to slide out to the edge of the track. The wall is very close. Coming on to yet another chicane. Canada is just chicane after chicane. And then we finally have a hairpin just as we enter sector 3. Could see some dive bombs in the race. Hopefully we do. That's a great place to overtake. 100% collision if you do it, but it's good for the fans. And then full throttle all the way with cars everywhere. Oh my word. Oh, that was close. Who's this in front of him? Some idiot. As we've definitely been put off there, and I think we've just about stayed within bounds there, and that is a lap of Canada with Swiss stack. Very quick lap, or short lap I should say. That's a very slow time of 1:12.1. As you can see, we've had a few invalidations. Shape Map's managed to invalidate already and he's not even got past turn 2. That's impressive stuff. So we do have a Ferrari also invalidated. So if you set a valid lap, yeah, Villeneuve also invalidated. It might be on his outlap though. Don't know. Lost track of everything. No, it would say outlap if that's the case. I've forgotten what I'm doing. Don't know what's going on. As Villeneuve will give it a go and try and actually set a time this lap. Morgonius crosses the line with an absolute shambolic time of a 1:14.3. No doubt will improve before the end of the race. Leandro! Too quick this division, but crashes often. Well, one race last week. It's a bit harsh to say often. 11.6, a little bit of a better time. I am expecting pole to be sort of, well, I was going to say before the race, the low 11s or high 10s, so they're proving me wrong. As Boyman, the championship leader, pops up and does an 11.7. So perhaps the track is a little bit slow today, a bit of oil on the track, people struggling for grip. So we have the Maverick going slowly, getting out of people's way, just about to start a lap probably. As Villeneuve, is he on a flyer lap? Probably. ERS is very low, so you can't do back-to-back laps, it would seem. And he did invalidate his first one, so it's interesting that he can't do any better. This looks like a slow time as well. So everyone driving like snails today. A 1:13.2, absolute dreadful. Istvod at 1:18.5 is another level of bad. But never mind, there's time. I suppose you don't want to hit the wall, and you want to be a bit careful. As we're seeing, yeah, strange lap times, to be honest. Who's out there? Shade Mabs, what can he do apart from invalidate? He's invalidated this one, got 14% ERS, so if he goes again, it's not going to be competitive. The Maverick on a lap, we'll stay with him. I think he's going to get time penalties, so let's see if he can redeem himself. I have just plucked a name out of the air for the time penalties, could be any one of them. But you've got to remember, you've got to pick a driver that's not going to bin it in the wall, and I don't think the Maverick will crash. So you know it's really a compliment saying you'll get the most penalties. And now we've swung that one, and he's. Oh, I thought he was going into the pits. He was attacking that corner so quickly, but still we're way off the pace. 114.2. It's a bit shambles, to be honest. So Lee Webb on an outlap. Be interesting to watch him when he comes around. Hopefully he's got a bit more pace than everyone else here. So Leandro Boyman, you expect them to be near the top, but expect a quicker times than that. But you know, maybe it's just me being a bit over ambitious. I don't know why we're watching this spot. There's a car behind him. Could be a little bit of carnage, perhaps. Is he on a hot lap? It is hard to tell sometimes with these people, but no, he's obviously not on a hot lap, as he lets Nico Hildeman, who hasn't got a reputation for being the quickest driver, but may change that today. In the Haas, is a reserve driver, of course, so just fills any empty seat, allotted randomly, not quite the line there. And he's going to go through the wall of champions. Racing line is interesting. Yellow flags everywhere, people on out laps. Lee Webb is the man to watch. No, he's not. He's invalidated immediately. So he's immediately disappointed me. Zolf seems to have invalidated before he's even started the lap. Well done to him for that one. Still not set time. Sackboy, he is on a hot lap. No, he isn't. He's a minute in and is only just at the hairpin. So unless he's going to do the back straight in 5 seconds, I don't think this is going to be competitive at all. So I don't know what's going on here. I mean, hopefully we have a little bit better quality in the race because at the minute they've all disgraced themselves, to be honest. Even Landro's pole time, I'm not blown away by it. Of course, if you're wondering, you know, all this slating of the drivers, nobody watches qualify. I'll put it to the test. I slate them in the race, to be fair, but someone's part there. Villeneuve's been disqualified! Oh my word, what a moment! What a moment! And this is the second time in ERO history that Villeneuve has been shown the black flag. He'll remember his Singapore race well, where he used the incorrect compound at the start of the race. But he was, of course, letting people by. He's parked it on the pit lane. And he's been disqualified, and he will start in last place. That's not the best start for Villeneuve. You've got to laugh or you'd cry. Never mind, Zhao. Well, he was sort of battling for the championship. It hasn't gone well for him in the past few races. And it certainly hasn't started very well in this one. As Boyman sets a little bit of a better time at 1:13 at 1:11.3. However, we've seen people can get disqualified, so he could start last. Well, second from last. If he manages to park at the pit exit, like his championship rival did. What other championship rivals have we got? We've got Morgonius down in P9. Oh, Parker's joined. Hello, Wakey has woken up and he is in the game. He's, of course, in the USA, so a little bit further behind time-wise on us. However, very surprised he's still asleep. So I'm pretty sure it's about midday in America, at the very least, if not a little bit later, so clearly has a lie-in. But he's awake, bleary-eyed, in his Red Bull. Let's see what he can do. So yes, as I was saying, championship contenders. I don't know why I'm watching Boyman, because I don't really pay attention in qualifying, you probably noticed. Nobody really cares. Morgonius, championship rival, was out last week with COVID. Had to self-isolate away from the rest of the drivers, so couldn't take part. Didn't have a reserve, unfortunately. Nico Hulkenberg was not available. But he's back this week, made it to Canada. The COVID restrictions are a little bit lax in Canada, so he's able to race and join. He is a contender, but I know he's not been in the car in a while due to illness. So he'll probably not be able to contend today. Vinral's the obvious title rival of Boyman, currently in P5. Who else? We've got Black Wolf potentially, but he doesn't qualify well. Lee Webb, if he didn't go on holiday, could be a contender. But sadly, he has a life, so won't be challenging for the championship. But he might challenge for the race if he gets a lap in. What else is going on? Black Wolf's managed to park there just as his teammate Parker comes out of the pits, bleary-eyed. Mexico helmet on, quite nice. Oh, nice! He's actually got Perez's helmet on. That's awesome. So he's literally Sergio Perez in this race. I think he has anyway, unless Parker's just actually got a genuinely good helmet. I don't know, but it looks like because he's joined late, he's actually got Perez's helmet, which is pretty neat. That's a good little trick. I might join late just to get Hamilton's helmet later. That'd be a bit crafty, wouldn't it? I don't encourage that. Don't do it. It's very naughty. So his alarm clearly went off. He pressed the snooze button a couple of times. One too many, some would say. But he is ahead of Villeneuve at the moment. The drama of the qualifying session. And I'm hearing he was waiting for his championship rival to go by, and then he gets disqualified for parking on the pit lane. Dear, oh dear. I mean, if he was less of a nice guy, just block your championship rival. He'll lose the lap time and don't disqualify yourself. But, you know, that's Villeneuve. Clean driver. Role model for all. Nice guys finish last, as they say. Currently true. Villeneuve's in P17. So Parker's not set a lap time. Well done to him. We'll watch Lee Webb instead. He's wringing the neck of the Aston Martin. I find this the most difficult chicane. I'll probably send in a wall here later in F4. So watch out for that one at 8 o'clock. Not had much practice, but enough. I was saying reasonable times, but I was just throwing it in the wall a bit too often. So we'll see what we do. But enough of me. We'll watch Mr. Lee instead. Here he comes then, Lee Webb. Beautiful, beautiful final chicane. Cut it lovely and didn't get any invalidations. And he goes, P2 at 1:11.4. So it's a really good lap time from Lee Webb. Oh, I want to see more. I want to see him topple Boyman. We need a battle. Oh no, Lee Webb's binned it. Oh, we spun. That's that's the best place to spin, I guess. Perhaps that's a deliberate little spin to hold up his rivals behind. Who knows? But I very much doubt it. Lee Webb's as clean as Villeneuve, to be fair. But yes, we don't want another Boyman dominance. Boring Boyman, as is now known. We don't want to see him out front cruising. because it'll send us all to sleep. We want Lee Webb to challenge. A few incidents, send him in the wall. We want to see some orange wing all over the track. Let's keep it interesting. Let's have a Boyman DNF to keep the championship alive. It's what the fans want. It's what I want. It's certainly what Villeneuve wants in P17. Zolf starts a flying lap. So we watch him and pile the pressure on. Because apparently he doesn't listen to the stream as he races. So everyone's watching you, Zolf. Everybody is watching. Don't bid it in the wall. Don't corner cut. There's a Haas right up your rear. Oh, he's cut the corner. Oh, he's got away with it. He's not sent it in the wall. It's a beautiful, beautiful line. I might try that one later. Approaching cars in front. Takes the hairpin. Will he hit the apex? Yes, he does. Beautiful corner. Doesn't quite go wide enough. Lost a lot of speed there. Looks slow on the exit. Can he keep it together? He's got all the time in the world to think about how he's going to approach the final chicane. No pressure. Looks a reasonable lap. He goes a little bit deep. He's almost in the wall. And he's going to cross the line. Well, he set a time. I mean, he set a time. That's all we can say about that one. It's a 1:13.3. Apologies, Alf, if I did put you off, but, you know, you've got to have your fun somewhere. He's not got time for another either. That's a bit cruel of me, really. I'm sorry. Well, never mind. Who's this? Leandro on an outlap. Maybe he'll challenge for pole. Boyman's going again, so he's not comfortable. Lee Webb won't be going again. He's pitted, or he's in the pits, I should say. I don't think he can get out in time. Pretty sure there's less than a minute left. Yep, 55 seconds. So many yellow flags, it's difficult to see. But we will follow Leandro. Keep an eye on the timing board. And see Leandro pushing. And we're going all over the place. He is 1/10 up, so he's on provisional pole. Oh no, he's got the corner. Idiot. Idiot. So P3 is all we can do. Can he get round for another one? Maybe. Lee Webb's going for an outlap. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance does he get round. Unless my timings are all off. I don't think they are. Zolf coming round the bend again. This will be his last effort. No, his next one will be his last effort. He's got no ERS, though he won't be improving. I'll be very impressed if he does. Shea Mabs, still not set a time. Neither has Parker. He's still waking up, though, so we'll let him off. Leandro, significantly up. Probably cut the corner and cheated, but that is the end of qualifying for him. And Boyman has got an easy pole position, unless Rocha can make up about 5/10 in the final sector. Maybe more, which is not possible. Someone's getting blocked here. Swiss Attack and Zolf very close to one another. So that's the end of qualifying. Nothing else is going to happen. I'd be very, very surprised if anybody topples Boyman. Morgonius, unlikely to make up 2 seconds, but you never know. We'll see what his Sector 2 time is. He's probably the best bet. Potentially Black Wolf as well, but I think he's pitting. Boyman just, takes the mickey with a 1:11.1 just to prove how boring he actually is. He's gone on pole position by a mile. It must be boring for him, to be fair. I mean, put up a challenge, guys. Come on. Put up a challenge. There's Morgonius. He's flying. He needs a rocket boost of nitro to beat Boyman's time. But he does go to P9, so fair play to him for that one. Istvod going slowly. He won't improve. And everybody else is out. So we're just waiting for Istvod. Hopefully he doesn't go into the pits, but I suspect he probably will. Yeah, so we're going to be here for another hour before Istvod finally gets into the pits and we're all done and dusted. So yeah, that's qualifying. Boyman, Lee Webb, Leandro, Rocha, Swiss Stack, perhaps the surprise in P5. Fair play to him. Vinnerals, disappointing, P6. Vries, yeah, it's pretty standard actually. He's a lot better than I thought he was at the start of the year. Black Wolf, He'll finish higher than that. He's pretty bad at qualifying, but always makes up in the race. This man walking is P9, very disappointed with his own performance today. Recovering from illness though, so let's give him a bit of a break. Very close between the Mercedes boys, 9 and 10. Here's Von Zolf, 11-12. The Maverick, P13. Nico Hulterman with his highest qualifying position of his life in P14. Shane Mabs, P15. Elliot Parker, self-proclaimed frontrunner, starts in last of all the ones that didn't get disqualified. And of course we have the legend, João Santos, disqualifying himself for being too nice. Starts P17. What a challenge this will be. No formation lap, so we're straight into the action when we load. Hopefully it's pouring down with rain. That would be entertaining. And Villeneuve's got some work to do, but it would be interesting to see how he cuts through the field. Hopefully he's got a nice low downforce setup. Flies down the back straight, overtaking 6 or 7 drivers. Wall rides round the final corner and overtakes 5 or 6 drivers there as well. Wins the race. Legend is born. Here we are then, sunny day. Boring. Boyman will be happy. No rain it seems, but never mind. We'll still have an interesting race. Canada's a good track for overtaking. And close walls, so I expect incidents, I expect safety cars, varying strategies, the grid all mixed up, Villeneuve at the back, Boyman at the front. I expect they'll be fighting wheel to wheel at some point in the race. Well, I hope, more than expect. We can dream. Of course, the circuit is, I think it's named after a Villeneuve. Sadly not the Ero Villeneuve, but never mind. Perhaps one day I'll have a circuit named after him in his home country of Portugal. Portimao is a bad name. Call it Santos. We do have a corner in Hungary named after Santos, but that's another story. As we are going to get underway very shortly. As we see all the cars lined up on the grid. Perhaps they'll go without me. You never know. Here we are then. We have 5 lights. Ah, that's a very long hold, and away they go. Lee Webb seems to have got a great start compared to Boyman. Will he be able to... Oh, he's already passed him. Incredible stuff. Behind, there's a big concertina behind. I think there was a few instances there. Boyman's now got ahead of Lee Webb, which is a massive surprise. Leandro and Rocha going side by side. This is going to end in tears. Rocha has to back out here, otherwise it's going to be a crash. Well done, Rocha. Congratulations for that. As Vries tries to cut the corner and do a Sebastian Vettel, doesn't quite send him into the wall like Hamilton did that year. Oh, someone's gone! Who is it? It's Vinrals. Of course it's Vinrals. Vinrals has smashed into the wall at pace, lost his front wing. Looked like a bit of internet problems there, but hopefully that's not the case, because we don't want to see that again. So, clear incidents everywhere. Elliot Parker front runner at last place. The safety car, virtual safety car has been deployed. Let's all settle down a little bit. Isfod has gone. What has happened to Isfod? Zolf's lost it as well. So Zolf and Isfod perhaps coming together. Isfod's out of the race. It's only a virtual safety car, which pretty surprising. Parking out to P16. Would have expected a full course safety car for that, but maybe next lap. So we're still under VSC, and someone has pitted. I think it's Rocha. Obviously got damage. Oh, I'm struggling. What's wrong with me? So, during all that carnage, tyre-wise, where are we? Many people going for mediums and a couple for the hards, very few for the softs. As Villeneuve's had to pit as well, so it's not gone well for these guys. Now they get a cheap stop, but it's not going to do them any favours at all. As we go green and Boyman's winning by miles. Leandro all over the back of Lee Webb. This virtual safety car restart is almost certainly going to get him here. Lee Webb's going to have really cold, hard tyres. Leandro, slightly warmer mediums. He's going to send it into the chicane, is he? Lee Webb defends beautifully. Honestly, that's his greatest Skill is defending, brilliant stuff. Wisdom, experience is like Fernando Alonso, really. Oh, and Leandro sends one! Absolutely sends one down the inside of the hairpin. That's took everyone by surprise, especially Lee Webb. Lee Webb's going to be furious at that one. He's going to get in the slipstream, use all his ERS, and he's going to send him into the final chicane, and one of them could end up in the Wall of Champions, and the other in the pit lane, if we are lucky. Not this lap. Perhaps next lap Lee Webb will be furious at that move. That was a little bit aggressive, to say the least. Someone drives into the pit lane. It's Sackboy. Swistak goes through. Who else is battling further back? There's not really much happening. Zolf getting close to Shaymaps. Vries, Lee Webb and Leandro are very, very close to one another, so we're going to watch that battle. Slow down, Boyman. Come on, mate. We need a safety car. There'll be one. No dramas, no worries. So Lee Webb's still behind Leandro, but his tyres are warmed up now. He's back up to racing speed. And he does have the strategic advantage if there's no safety car for a long time. But that's a big, big if in F5. Well, any tier of Ero, to be honest. Any tier of any league racing. Here comes Lee Webb. Vries not close enough. On the soft tyres should be pretty close. Morgonius going to have a go at Swistak. And Shaymab's all over the back of the Maverick. What's going on here? Shaymab's is going to do an overtake. We're going to watch Morgonius. He's further ahead. Morgonius gets the job done. Oh, side by side. Oh, Swistak's had to cut the corner a touch there. Shaymab's has got the job done on the Maverick. The Maverick pushing it all the way. There's going to be 3 wide at the first corner. This is wonderful stuff. What does Zolf do? Does he send it down the inside of both of them? No, he doesn't. He tries to go around the outside of the Maverick. But no success. And Shaymabs keeps the position. It's holding those guys up like crazy. As Lee Webb's dropped down the order. What's happened to him? Black Wolf and Vries has got by. So the field's spreading out a little bit. Swistak and Morgonius are the closest to one another, other than the Shaymabs, Maverick and Zolf fight, which looks like it could be a good one, because Shaymab's in front of them. Oh, who's gone there? It's Nico Hilderman. Is that a surprise? Probably not. But he's gone. And Shaymabs makes up another place in P8. Everyone's a Shaymabs fan. He's gone wide. Oh, the Maverick's going to send it down the inside of the hairpin. He has to send it. Big send. Oh, it's a big dive, but maybe. Go for it. No, he's failed. Gets a lovely exit though, and he's going to have Shaymabs here. Get on the throttle. Where's Zolf? He all in this. Oh dear me, the DRS has been enabled. Vries the first to get a time penalty. The first of many, no doubt. Here comes the Maverick. He can't catch Shaymabs on the straight. This is alarming. Shaymabs running absolutely no wing at all. But here comes the Maverick. He's got him now, surely. Surely he's got him now. He's going round the outside. Oh, careful! Shaymabs is pushing right off the track. That's a massive surprise. Oh, they're going 3 wide now. Shaymabs is caught in a sandwich. Zolf right around the outside of all of them. Does Zolf send it down the inside of Shaymabs? Or Shaymabs down the inside of the Maverick, perhaps? No, but the Maverick has managed to get through. And Zolf's got a penalty. Oh, you don't want to get a penalty behind people. Very bad news. So this is still a battle. Nothing else is happening in the race. So we're going to stick with this one. We do love to watch Shaymabs. 2 podiums this year, no podiums for the past 5 seasons. Unbelievable story. Oh, he's gone right around the outside of Zolf. That's beautiful. We've got a terrible camera angle of it, but Zolf's gone right around the outside of Shaymabs. That's okay. That was an absolutely stunning move from Zolf to get past the Williams there. And he's all over the back of the Maverick, almost gone straight into the back of him there as well. And he needs to get a good drive out of this corner, and he's probably going to overtake the Maverick into the final chicane. This is a moment, everybody. Elliot Parker, the front runner, is about to get lapped. We're on lap 6. So we'll stick with Boyman for a little bit. No, Lee Webb is all over the back of Black Wolf. Told you he'd do well in the race. He's up to P4 already, starting P8. He's not really done well, it's just everyone else has done badly, but Black Wolf doesn't make very many mistakes, as his teammate has made a massive error. And he's gone off the track. And there you go, that's what happens when you wake up 5 minutes before a race is due to start. The self-proclaimed frontrunner has been lapped. He's only on lap 5. Well, that's enough embarrassing him. Let's move on and watch Lee Webb. He doesn't need my help to embarrass himself, does Elliot Parker? It's a shame we don't have formation lap anymore, because it's quite funny watching someone named Parker fail to park an F1 car. But we've seen that, we've been there, we've done it, we've got the t-shirt. As Lee Webb goes into the final chicane, the Wall of Champions, not taking any risks. You've got to get close to the Wall of Champions, otherwise you'll never be one. Lee Webb very close to Black Wolf. Villeneuve up to P12. There's a big gap back to Rocha after that, and there's some significant gaps in the field. The field spread is huge. Elliot Parker, yeah, he's retired in the pits. He's obviously too tired. Go back to sleep. Don't blame him. A little bit of a train forming, a train of 3 cars. There's Shade Maps, Zolf, and the Mavericks pitted, so that battle's gone. Villeneuve's fairly close to Vinral, so we'll keep one eye on that battle. But we will watch this one as Morgonius almost goes straight into the back of Lee Webb. He's going to get a good drive, hopefully, out of this corner. But of course, DRS train, if Black Wolf's using DRS, which he is, it'll be fairly tricky with normal setups to overtake. But Lee Webb will no doubt try. Don't forget, he'll be wanting to catch Leandro and get revenge on that pretty much dirty overtake into the hairpin. There's a late lunge, reminding me of a man named Yeast. Dive bomb and sort it out later is the attitude of the day there. Yellow flag. There's yellow flags everywhere, we don't really know what's going on. As Villeneuve still close to Vinral, so we'll have a quick pop on that one. Is he close enough into turn 1 to send it? No. As we see, oh, Lee Webb's lost it, so we've jumped to Villeneuve to watch nothing, and Lee Webb has been in the wall and we've missed it, so apologies for that one. But never mind, Lee Webb will be pitting, that's his race ruined. He'll be hoping for a safety car. Very surprised there hasn't been one, and we're on lap 8. But Morgonius and Black Wolf now, 2 together, much easier when there's only 2 cars to get the overtake done. Morgonius 30% ERS, Black Wolf pretty much the same, a little bit higher, but Morgonius giving up on this one, can't get by at all. So Black Wolf must have a pretty decent. Oh, Nico Hildeman's gone. Oh, it's a full course safety car, so Hildeman has delivered again in giving us a safety car. Oh, look at that for an incident! Look at his car. So, ironically, the man least likely to become a champion has gone in the Wall of Champions. So well done to him for that one. Someone smashed into Vries. Zolf and Vries. Severe collision. Oh my word, what happened there? So Zolf, does he serve it immediately? No, I think he'll carry that for a while. So that's unfortunate. It's a shame he didn't serve it immediately at that pit stop. But maybe get a move later on if he doesn't pit again. Beautiful stuff so far. I say we needed a safety car, didn't we? As there's carnage. And what happened there? So Villeneuve was ahead of Vries. Villeneuve was ahead of Vries at the safety car line, but maybe the game is doing funny things. But Villeneuve was ahead. It looked certainly like he was. He's ahead of his team anyway. So they're close to one another. Boyman will be disappointed in that safety car. He will surely pit, yes. He does. Leandro follows him in. Has to. Yeah, follows him. Black Wolf probably will as well. I think they'll all pit here, go on the hards, and they'll come out in front of everyone, because look at the gap to Lee Webb. Beautiful. Nice stop from the Red Bull boys. Boyman has gone medium. Has to pit again. Could this be the clowns of his race engineers at work again? Trying to keep it interesting. He'll probably still win the race by a mile. There'll be another safety car, which he'll pit again, perhaps onto the softs. But I've got to be honest, I'd have put the hards on there, as have most of the field. He didn't start on the hards, he started on the mediums, so... Mistake! Mistake! Spice it up, though. Wants to shake the name Boring Boyman, but I'm afraid he could jump out of the car, do an Irish dance, and I'd still call him Boring Boyman. Oh, talking of Irish dances, made me remember T-Rex, who sadly was banned, and I've still not quite got over that. Sad, sad times. He would have liked this race. He'd have been yapping at the heels, smashing them all off the track and then blaming them when it was clearly his fault. But that's T-Rex. We loved him. He's now gone. So the train, probably one more lap, maybe two. Sackboy's pretty slow. This is usually about the time when my stream cuts out. It'd be good timing actually, and then we can get back in ready for the safety car restart. But hopefully we'll have no issues today. I don't know why we've been having problems. Never had problems on the last game. Same internet, no changes. So it screams of an EA issue. What can you do? Penalties, let's have a quick look. Oh, dear me. Zol, 14 seconds worth of penalties. So obviously 3 lots of 3 seconds plus that 5 seconds for a collision with Vries, where initial reports say Vries was just parked at the pit entry. Smart move. So safety car not in the end of this lap because Sackboy is too slow. We'll be pleased to be able to catch up. They can still bring the safety car in really late. Just a nice late call. It will scare the living daylights out of Boyman. They'll all break suddenly and smash into each other. That would be hilarious. Go on, safety car in now. That would be brilliant. Go on. Safety car's going in the pit lane now. No, it's boring. Boring. Just like the man behind him, Boyman. Boring Bert and Boring Boyman. The line of stern. Morgonis in a good position. Swiss Stack surprising. Black Wolf, as we said, he'll probably take the mediums to the end. He's got a skill to do so. I think he started on the hards. Let's have a quick look. Or not. There we go. So yes, but Black Wolf's failed me. So Black Wolf and Boyman have to pit again, which is very interesting strategy. So Leandro looks like he's in the best position along with the Morgonius Swiss Stack. Lee Webb on the mediums, if you can take the mediums to the end, will be great. Vries not doing too badly either. Don't know how old his tyres are. Sackboy is not in P12. Oh, so there's still drivers to catch up. I completely missed that Rocher and Sackboy hadn't caught up. That Rocher and the Maverick. Sorry about that. I thought Sackboy was the slowest, but no. So he is in P12. He's stopped about 5 times. Perhaps that is the strategy around here. Is it me or is it getting a little bit darker? I think it might start raining. The safety car is in this lap. Stay tuned. There could be a last lap downpour. I think it's not as sunny as it was. It's gone sunny to cloudy. So you never know. Cloudy to rain at the very last. Completely throw everyone by surprise. Safety car is in this lap. It does look bleak. There's no sun at all. Interesting. Love to see it. Love to see it. Shade Mab's in a good position to plonk on the intermediate tyres and win the race, as he did in Well, no, sorry, didn't win. It felt like a win in Australia. I got P2. I almost had a heart attack. And then a couple of races later did it somewhere else. Can't remember where, though. But anyway, safety car is well and truly in, and Boyman has gone. We are racing once again on lap 13 of this 35-lap race. And Rocha pits immediately, so he's gone wrong. No dramas at all. I mean, the field spread's massive again. I mean, what's happened? So Vries has gone very wide. Villeneuve and Zolf can't capitalise. Stackboy pretty slow off the restart. And Shade Mavs and Maverick also snailing along. Morgonius close to Black Wolf, but as is Leandro to Boyman. Will he send it? No sends. Leandro's going to send one here. Go on. You're catching. He's gaining. He's using a race. Send it. Send it. Send it. Oh, where's the send? You did it on Lee Webb. Anyway, he's got a great exit here. And Morgonius goes very wide. Has he gone into the wall? No, he's got a great exit, actually. Oh, this is drama everywhere. Leandro pushed that ARS button. I think he could have had him here. I think he could have had him, but he's missed an opportunity. He got a great exit. But never mind. He's hassling. There's a lot of hassling going on further down the field. But up front, it's probably the closest we've seen in a while. Leandro keeping him honest. And on the hard tyres, Boyman's got to pit again. Leandro's got this in the bag, actually. Yeah, I don't know why Boyman's gone medium. It's got to be an error. I thought there'd be a move there, but no. Lee Webb all over the back of Swiss Stack, going to send it down the inside, using all of his ERS side by side through the chicane. Good driving from both. Swiss Stack going to get a switch back. Difficult to say. I really wish he wouldn't go for switchbacks. Swiss Stack with the switchback. He's going to get a switchback here. Or is he just... Oh, someone's gone! Black Wolf lost it. Never makes an error, and he's made a massive one there. Black Wolf has gone. He is all the way down the order into P10 now, as Vinals has been pushed off very slightly by Swiss Stack. As Swiss Stack attempted that switchback. But Vinals has got the high ground here. There's no way Swiss Stack sends it around the outside of the chicane. It's not possible. He's going to try it anyway, and of course, Vinals in the Wall of Champions! 100% Swiss Stack's fault. 100% should have yielded. Well, maybe 95. Vinals will be furious. That was his corner. That was absolutely his corner. And Swiss Stack has probably not left him enough room and sent him spinning round like a spinning top. Talking of spinning round, Tim Liza, the Beyblade, is not with us this evening. He's out partying. But he's worth a mention as his teammate is defending like crazy against Leandro. Tim, if you watch this back, we miss you. But we're having plenty of Beyblade action without you at the moment. Black Wolf managing to help us out with that one. And Swiss Stack sending Vinals also makes it interesting. So the field's bunched up a little bit after that safety car. That's what we want to see. Rocha in a world of his own again. Maverick and Stackboy going side by side into the hairpin. Danger. Leandro struggling for ERS. So a little bit more brain cells, and he might be able to get past Boyman, but sadly he's not using them at the moment. But he doesn't need to. He should just have a few laps recharging his battery. Don't even go for the overtake and then send it. But it looks like he's close enough to send it through sector 1, which would be quite an achievement. As I think Villeneuve's let Zolf by with his many penalties. 7 and 8 not bad for Ferrari, considering the disqualification in qualifying. Leandro's gone a little bit wide there. He's not going to have a run on him here. Don't use ERS. Just use DRS to catch back up. And save your ERS for a rainy day. But Boyman's also doing the same because there's not under any pressure at all. Zolf approaching Swiss Stack. Be aware. He sent Vinals into a wall. The Wall of Champions. Is that a premonition? It could be. The Sackboy appears to have spun around. A bit more Beyblade action for you. There we are. Beautiful three-point turn. He's only hit the wall 4 times. Fantastic. Brilliant from Sackboy. Orochi's going to catch him up. That's that bad. Leandro has DRS. He's dropped out of the second range, though, because Boyman has absolutely drained his battery around that back straight, and he's managed to break the, whatever you call it, second barrier, something like that. Resolve past Swistak. Will Swistak send him into the World Champions? Oh, Swistak's had a go. Oh, dear me, that looked a bit dangerous. Further back, Villeneuve and Black Wolf, the two veterans of the division, going side by side. Swistak all over the road. You know, make it really difficult for Black Wolf to get past. But gets past Villeneuve, no dramas. You know, it's a good overtake, really. Poor exit from Villeneuve, capitalised on by Black Wolf. Good driver. Black Wolf now all over the back of Swistak. Could have sent it down there and give Swistak a taste of his own medicine, but obviously more sensible than that, so well done Black Wolf for not being a moron. Making up for that earlier errors. Leandro back within the second pretty quickly, actually, so Boyman either made an error or is just slow. It's unlikely to be the latter. Zolf gets another penalty. Oh, dear me. It's got about 30 seconds worth now. So Leandro, here he goes again, just going to stay within the DRS. He's not going to make any lunges there. As someone's gone, I think it's Rocha. No, it's Shademab. Shademab's lost it. It's disappointing. Leandro gets another penalty. Penalty's really bad because a late safety car and you're dead, really. Swistak and Black Wolf going a little bit side by side. That was interesting from Swistak. Black Wolf, beautiful final chicane. He's really got that nailed on. Inside dive, beautiful, lovely, good effort, good driving from both. Black Wolf trying the switchback on Swistak. This is lovely stuff. He's going to have him get the traction, get the foot down, send it down the inside. This is going to be carnage. Oh, Swistak's had to cut the corner to avoid contact, it seems. Villeneuve's going to pick up the pieces and send it down into the end of Sector 1. That'd be brave. We can dream. Black Wolf, great move. Don't know if he left him enough room, we couldn't really see, but beautiful switchback on Swistak. I'm getting better at saying that now as he cuts the corner blatantly, and no doubt it's a warning for that one. But he has got away from Swistak pretty well. There's Villeneuve, still in P9, not going well for him at all. All things considered, I mean, in the context of qualifying, it's probably going brilliantly, but I'm afraid it's not good enough for Villeneuve, P9. He needs podiums, he needs wins, he needs to finish ahead of Boyman. No one made the move on Swistak here. Swistak appears to have a lot of straight line speed. Yeah, that final chicane is key. If you do that without getting a warning, then you'll do very well in this race, as Black Wolf has proven. The Maverick spun. Oh dear. Such a shame. There'll be no safety car though. I think his wings intact. Seems to be. Finnels and Villeneuve struggling for tyres. Oh, so Villeneuve's going to have to pit again. Oh, excuse me. It's Boyman's fault. It's boring me. Someone's gone. It's the Maverick. We're doing a Mr. Bean and reversing on track. Lovely stuff. We're now going the wrong way. Oh no, going the right way. That was disorientated. Swistak lost out to Villeneuve. Villeneuve's got by on much older tyres. But Swistak's going to send on down the inside if Villeneuve doesn't cover it. So I think Villeneuve will try and cover it. But oh no, Swistak's gone for it anyway. Didn't give Villeneuve the chance to do that. So who got DRS? Who was the smarter man? If Villeneuve was doing it right there, he would have backed off and then got it. But no, Swistak's got it. So looks like Swistak's got the move done. After that outrageous send on Villeneuve. Some aggressive driving tonight. But we like to see it. We like to see a bit of elbows, you know. I don't care if you get penalties. It's a bit of fun for me. So carry on. Get yourself penalties. Just don't do anything completely stupid and we'll be okay. So a bit more aggression for Villeneuve needed. Roche close to shame ups. This is going to be a battle. Hopefully they don't do a bit of team orders here. And there's actually a battle between the two teammates. Oh, someone's going to back around. The Maverick's gone again. It's going from bad to worse for the Maverick. He'll be demoralised. So rushing around the outside of Shade. Ooh, bit of a moment there, but what does Shade Mobs do is let him by. Oh, boring. Thought Villeneuve might send it down the hairpin like Swistak did the previous lap, but no. Thinks better of it. He's going to have DRS. Massive ERS disadvantage though, so he'll be shocked when he doesn't get by, which I don't think he will. Oh no, this screams Vinrals. This screams Vinrals. Well done, Villeneuve, for avoiding the contact. Great overtake into the chicane with a driver known to smash people out of the World Champions, and he stays ahead for turn 1. Good driving from both. Improved from Swistak there. He didn't send anyone on the wall, and this man Vinrals is catching at an alarming rate, and he'll be wanting a little bit of a revenge on Swistak when he catches up. But for now, oh, is that someone in the middle of the track there? I don't know. I think I'm hallucinating. Because look at that, guys. We've got nobody within a second of each other. It is all Boyman's fault. All Boyman's fault. People are pitting. Right then, now's the time for a safety car. Or a bit of rain. The Maverick's retired! The Maverick's retired as he retired. Oh no, he's retired in the pits. Oh, boring. Come on. Obviously the right thing to do, but, you know, you can carry on to the end. Anything might happen. Blah, blah, blah. Shademabs almost crossed the line on pit exit. Boyman leads away by Mars, but does have to pit again. Let's not forget, which I have forgotten, that Boyman does have to pit again, as does Black Wolf. So Leandro's got us in the bag. Morgonius maybe stays. Morgonius going to win this race based on penalties. Great recovery from him as Villeneuve has to pit for some fresh rubber. So no doubt there'll be a safety car immediately as Lee Webb and Villeneuve go side by side. The pit exit. Lee Webb going to be on cold tyres. Oh, Vinrals, careful! Oh. Oh, I clenched there. I don't know about you guys. That's probably the only battle. So we'll stick with that. Vinrals and Lee Webb. Vinrals on very old tyres. Not to go to the end on these hard, surely. Could be possible. Wouldn't advise it. Wouldn't recommend. Could end in tears. There's really nothing else happening. This is why, right, this is why you need someone like T-Rex in the division, or Fatnik, let's say Fatnik. You need someone like that to spice things up a bit. Because these races, let's be honest, are becoming horrendous. Because nothing's happening. There's no sense. I mean, Swistak, one of the cleanest drivers I've ever known, is the dirtiest driver on the track. I mean, come on, guys, a few cents. Just a few cents for me. Come on, Vinrals. Lee Webb on Swistak. This 3. There could be some incident here. Nice little nudge. Little nudge as you go by. You know, a bit of wheel banging. Nothing wrong with that. You got to keep me entertained, or I'll quit. Here comes Lee Webb. On Swistak, it's quite an easy overtake. Got the job done. Swistak had a terrible exit. Lee Webb obviously having a very, very good one. And then we have the rematch of Vinrals versus Swistak. Vinrals gaining lap after lap. Swistak sent him in the wall, don't forget. About 10 laps ago. Vinrals has worked tirelessly to catch him back up. And I don't think he'll be giving him any room on corner exit when he gets there. Penalties galore. Quite a few drivers without penalties, that being said. So well done to the drivers who can keep it within the white lines, as Lee Webb sets the fastest lap of the session. The man is flying. And of course, no penalties just yet. Come on, Vinrals, you're dropping back. We need a rematch. Solf catching Vries. Morgone is still on for the race win. Because Leandro has penalties and Boyman has to pit again. Wouldn't it be funny if Boyman forgot and got disqualified? It won't be boring anymore anyway, that's for sure. As Zolf gets his 100th penalty of the race. Well done. Should have put money on Zolf. The Maverick, obviously, no penalties because well, he's retired, so he's disappointed everybody. So yeah, Zolf on Vries is the battle. I say battle. It's not really a battle. Someone's gone. Someone has lost it. Who's lost it? Black Wolf's had a moment, I think. There's Leandro Pitt. What? Leandro Pitts? What is he doing? What is he doing? Surely the hards could have gone to the end. Surely. Perhaps I'm clueless. It's been said before. But he's out in P5 on fresh tyres, but I think that's a crazy move. Crazy move. Obviously Boyman has to pit. He's going to go onto the soft tyres for the last stint, but maybe the hards don't do as long as I think they do. Yeah. Ah well. Only time will tell. I would have just stayed on the hards and wait for them to explode, to be honest. But Leandro's chosen not to. Reasons unknown. Morgonius, I feel like he won't let me down. He's going to go to the end. 25. Yeah, surely 25 laps is doable on the hards. I think so. We'll see. Although Boyman's going to win this race. Oh my god. I'm going to start calling Boyman Stevie. If you don't know, you don't know. Lee Webb, probably not going to catch Leandro. Leandro's pretty quick. But Lee Webb no slouch. Rocha on the back of Sackboy for P11 seems to be close-ish. Sackboy driving like a snail. Rocha now ghosting for unknown reasons. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. But no, Rocha unfortunately has been busted by the Ghostbusters Sackboy. And Leandro close to Zolf. And this will be an easy one. Oh, Rocha just got past Sackboy as we go off it. Well done, Jack. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, this should be quite easy. Zolf on very old hard tyres. Leandro on very new mediums. Could be a collision. Could be a collision. Looks like it might be. As no, Leandro doesn't go full send, which is a little bit disappointing, but he's clearly got the pace on him. Could go full send into turn 3. Oh, moment. Oh, there's definite contact. We've not really seen much. Oh, where's Zolf? Oh, he's still there. Oh, there was contact there, but I didn't really see it. Terrible camera angles. But never mind. Keeps it exciting for us all when we don't know what's happening. Zolf and Lee Webb now close. There's some sort of battle going on. Zolf really struggling. He's going to have to let Lee Webb by here. No defending that one. Tried to... Ooh, he's got the switchback on Lee Webb. Who's going to get DRS? It's going to be Lee Webb, I think. They're going to break here. Oh, Zolf is on the grass almost. I think Zolf's got DRS. He's gone very wide, but he's going to get a great exit, and he's going to get Lee Webb back here as Boyman pits from the lead. Goes onto the soft tyres. Probably comes out in and around this battle as the fireworks going off. Well, I hope they're fireworks outside my house. Either that or we're being shot at. It sort of seems unlikely, but you never know. So Boyman's going to come out in this battle, hopefully behind. Now he's going to come out in front of them. Ah! Lives up to his name, boring. Just come out in the battle. That makes things exciting. But anyway, Lee Webb ahead of Zolf, which surprised me. I thought Zolf might get the move on him there, but no. So Boyman and Morgonius. This is going to be too easy for Boyman. I mean, really, Morgonius wants a safety car so he can whip on the softs. And Sackboy's done something. It's got loud, that's what it is. So whip on the softs, come out in P2 and fight Boyman on equal tyres, because at the moment 6 seconds in 7 laps is going to be pretty easy, as we do have, I think, shade maps in front. He won't ignore blue flags, he's cleverer than that. So Morgonius leads the way. He was going to be caught by Boyman at an alarming pace. But this is the play for Morgonius. He's got nothing to lose. There's no point pitting now unless there's a safety car. And you just got to hang it out and save your ERS, which obviously he's not doing. And then when Satboy retires in the pits, and when Boyman does catch you, just deploy, defend for your life. And if he comes by, send him in a wall. He's got more to lose than you. So be aggressive. That's what we want to see. It's going to build up. It's going to be an anti-climax because Boyman's going to get past way too easily and there's going to be no contact at all, which is disappointing, but you know, what can you do? As I think Satboy's car's just going to cause a yellow flag for a while. Not his fault. Retired at the right moment. Oh, who's that? It's Lee Webb. Everyone likes reversing in F5. Mr. Bean-esque. In the same car, actually. The green Aston Martin. As Lee Webb stays P5 because the field spread is so massive. After that horrendous mistake, as Boyman is catching at a very, very disgusting rate on Morgonius. And if Morgonius keeps him behind, it's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. But Morgonius is going to get P2, which is a really, really good drive from Morgonius. As we have Black Wolf doing donuts. Here he is. Beyblade Mark II. Oh, you're Tim in disguise. We don't know. Boyman sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:13.4. And Morgonius is going to be pooing his pants at the sight of that. Because that is rapid, and Morgonius has not got the pace to compete with that. He's got 6 laps to go, 3 seconds. The only way Morgonius wins this race is if Boyman crashes. Because even if he got a 3 second now, I think Boyman would clear that. So Morgonius is going to have to make it really difficult for Boyman. Boyman out of ERS, so that's good news for the neutral viewer. Vries, very close to Swistak. Swistak's been involved in a lot today. Obviously wants a lot of airtime. He has got it, as Vries is now all over the back of him. As we hear another explosion. We're getting closer. So Boyman almost all over the back of Morgonius already, which is boring. But Vries pushes Swistak through this corner. They're side by side before the exit. Vries is going to have DRS, and this is going to be a way too easy overtake, as Villeneuve is right behind Vinrals. This could get tasty. Villeneuve making it difficult. Oh, side by side through the final chicane is what you want to see. Great respect shown by both drivers. Villeneuve gets a penalty as he overtakes, which is very, very unlucky because all he was doing was giving space. But great move, great racing from both those guys. Vinral's done 29 laps on the hard, so clearly is possible. I think Leandro has missed a trick here. He should have stayed out. Because, you know, Morgonius is making it work, and Leandro was a distance ahead of him. But anyway, Boyman is gaining. Boring Boyman. Oh, you're going to do something exciting for us. Well, he's got to overtake Morgonius, but not here, not this lap. There's many more opportunities. No risk. No risk here. Too far back, really. I wouldn't do it into turn 1 ever. You have to do it into the final chicane. But if you're sensible about this, you just stay behind and save your ERS for a lap, maybe 2, and then make it easy. Make it easy on that back straight. There's no need to do anything silly. You're going to overtake him. Don't do it here, for example. You got to feel sorry for Morgonius. He's driven really, really good race. Recovering from COVID. And Boyman, the championship leader, is now all over the back of him. Jesus. We're being shot at. Someone's gone. I think it's Zolf. fireworks have scared him as much as they scared me. Probably can't even hear them on stream, but they are quite loud. So this could be the one. Zolf and Lee Webb going close to one another. This could be where Boyman gets through. Oh, it's too easy. Well, that's deflating. So Boyman's overtook. Well done, really, from Boyman. Good pace. You can't argue it's good pace. It's just disappointing to watch. Someone spun Swistak spinning, but here comes Vries and Lee Webb on Zolf. The double overtake side by side. Oh! Did he have the right to space there? Did Vries cut him off? Zolf did well to avoid contact there. I'm very old tyres though. Vries is pushing Lee Webb all over the place. This seems to be the battle. Ross is close to Black Wolf. We'll watch that. Yeah, Ross is going to get by here. Fairly easy on the back straight. Yeah, nothing Black Wolf can do about that. It was Ross a pit, so he's going for the fastest lap. Rather than stay P10 where he was, but each to their own. Morgonius solid P2, well done. You just got to hope maybe Boyman gets a penalty. Let's see how many warnings he's on, because there's nothing else going on here. So we'll have a look at lap times. Is that right? Oh, he's got 2 warnings, so one more, and I think it's the 3 seconds. So Morgonius, can just stay with him and hope for the best, really, and he might win the race. What a turn up that would be. Here comes Vries on Lee Webb around the outside. There's a lot of side-by-side action through this corner. As Lee Webb sensibly backs out, but has a shambles of a corner. And Zolf's now side-by-side and is easily through. And Lee Webb's lost 2 positions in the space of 2 corners. He'll be absolutely disgusted with that. But everyone in front of him has got penalties. So, although 16 seconds, gap to Leandro. The gaps are interesting, aren't they? So 2 laps to go, including this one. And Boyman is about to break the 3-second barrier anyway, so he can just cut the final chicane and no worries. And we'll still win the race. Zolf. Oh dear, Zolf and Vries have come together. And Villeneuve gets past his teammate as he's spinning around like a Beyblade. Disappointing race for Zolf. Lee Webb still on the back of Vries, but there's no need. There's really no need to risk anything because Vries has penalties, as does Villeneuve and Zolf behind. So Lee Webb's got a nailed on P4. No risk needed. So we're going to watch Boyman. He has driven well. He still remains boring because he's not been involved in any incidents. All his overtakes have been too interesting. He did do a 2-stop strategy, which surprised me, but he's quick enough to make any strategy work at the moment. He makes up for having no teammate this weekend. And he's going to score as many points as possible. Although he doesn't... No, he does have fastest lap, so he's got maximum points. He's got pole position as well, so pretty good. Pretty good from Boyman. Can't class it as a Grand Slam, so he didn't lead every lap. But it's about as good as you can get in Ero. Round to the final couple of corners. Doesn't send in the World Champions. Very sensible. Rocha sets the fastest lap of the race. Well done. Take a point off Boyman. Zolf has been disqualified for the amount of penalties he got, so he won that one. Well done, Boyman. P1. Good race. Morgonius P2. Fantastic from him. Leandro P3. Easy P3, really. And Vries is going to drop down the order. No risk from Lee Webb. No need. It'd be nice if he sent it, but he's not going to. Villeneuve. P6, potentially P5, depending on how many penalties Vries has got. We'll soon see. So not bad, yeah, P5. Well done to Villeneuve from that. Not bad recovery from disqualification in qualifying. So he'll be quite pleased, I think, with the day's work, but disappointed before places behind Boyman, of course. Vinals, not his best day. Swiss Stank involved in everything. Vinals, interestingly, has done 34 laps on the hard tyre. That is knowledge that I will take into their 4 race. Black Wolf rounds the final corner in P9. And Rocha, the last man to cross the line because Shemabs has been lapped. So it was an okay race, really. It was alright, wasn't it? Boring Boyman wins again to extend his championship lead. I think he's got it in the bag now. He can have a couple of weeks off, go on his holidays, watch the World Cup, not do any practice. It might make it a bit interesting. Driver of the day, I do actually agree with the game for once. João Santos. Good drive from him, really. You can't say he was driver of the day in qualifying, but whatever. Here comes Boyman to take the applause. On the podium. Still got the energy to do a bit of a dance. Clearly not sweating too much during